From the Chao Race Stadium, it's week 15 of the men's division show on Chao Racing. Everyone is on the clock and ready to go. Let's have a Chao Race. We're bringing in the new year with the Chao Racing superstars with style, as Dave Miller and Sam Hewitt battle with the defending world champion Thomas Linkrider and Alex Markinson here on the pole course. Who is gonna start off 2022 with a bang? It's Dave Miller who leads Sam Hewitt for the victory. Dave Miller now has 10 wins up on his sleeve in hopes of reaching the world championship as we continue our New Year's tradition. And now here is the host of Chao Racing himself, Brandon Shannings. Thank you very much, Paul, and hello to your fans at home. Welcome to our New Year's show on Chao Racing 2021 as we bring in 2022 with all your favorite Chao Racing superstars and divas. Right now, the men's division is prepping up with a tag team action once more, so come on in and feel free to cheer on all your favorite tag teams in hopes of reaching the tag team championship. Congratulations to Dave Miller and Sam Hewitt on number 5 victory. Maybe we'll see them in the playoffs in the end of the year. We'll soon know. Right now we're going to take a commercial break, and then we'll present race number 2 as we get ready to toast 2022. Do not go away. Chao Racing 2021 is sponsored by Planet Fitness, helping you spend your New Year's resolutions in the judgment-free zone. So it's a starry night here on our special New Year's show on Chao Racing 2021 as Brandon Shannings and Paul Sycamore get ready to call all the action for this week's men's division tag team show. And now let's proceed to race number 2, and Paul is going to tell us all about it. Okay, race number 2 of our men's division show will feature Donald Reddings and Jack Parson against the AC Gamwood, Tyler Foltz, and Vingo Steven. This race will be held on the Advis course. So as they get ready to bring in 2022, let's see how well they're doing this race. Best of luck to the next 2 teams, and please start the race! So, they want to make the New Year's resolution with a win tonight for all the fans out there. And right now it's a close contest so far for 3 of our superstars, with Jack Parson barely leading over Tyler Foltz. And it looks like Donald Reddings takes the opening speed bus. All 4 of our superstars decide to take the bridges. Number 2, meanwhile, is heading for the water, trying to gain some ground over Silver Chow. And as number 7 wakes up for next speed bus, number 1 finishes in first place with a shortcut. So this means this race will go to the next best standing. And it's going to be a close one between Jack and Tyler, neck to neck, heading into the finish line. Who is going to get there first? Well, as number 2 takes the next speed bus, it is Jack Parson who edges out Tyler Foltz by a few inches. So Donald Reddings and Jack Parson win this one with second place. Yep, they deserve a win. Great New Year's resolution for 2022 to start the new year. Back in a bit. Do not go away. And now, Paul, an interesting strategy from Mario setting, as we got a couple of rematches from last season, starting off with the big one. That's right, Brandon, it's a rematch of last season's Tag Team Championship. It's the defending champions, Al Heenan Sr. and Zach Orson, against the runners-up, Kenny Days at Bob McKay. It will be held on the Sapphire course. Last time they met, they were in Week 3's main event, and of course, Allen Sr. led Zach Orson to the first of 2 straight Super Tag Team of the Week honors. Now let's find out who will win round 2 of this season's rivalry. So good luck to these 2 teams. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place! Alright, so Kenny Days at Bob McKay trying another chance to defeat Al Heenan Sr. and Zach Orson in another rematch from the last season's Tag Team Championship, Right now, Kenny Days taunts to the crowd. Zach Arson also doing the same thing as the first superstar to get speed bust is number 2, who desperately needs help every now and then. That should move up a couple places at a time. Now it will lead number 7, trailing last place, as number 2, who now leads over the 4 Super Chao, opens this one up with back-to-back speeders, and Bobby K is going to rest. So number 2 with back-to-back speeders won the privilege battle with Bobby K for second place behind our leader Kenny Days. As the next speeders were made by the licensed to drive himself, Alvin Sr. But I don't think he's not going to be in happy mood. They won the last race, but this time it's going to be Bobby K, and who's going to lead over Kenny Days for round 2. They're going to win this one this time around. And as number 7 takes the next experience trying to stay alive in the game, you get Tommy one off for Kenny Days and Bobby K. They now sit at 4-1. They're desperate to get another chance at a tag team championship this season. Yes, Paul, this year might be the time for a tag team championship. We'll soon know. Lots more fun after this announcement. Stay tuned. And now a rematch from last year's third place tag team match. It's Kevin Forrester and Daniel Heenan for race number 4 against Bryson Dawes and Noah Helms. Bryson and Noah are currently undefeated at 4-0, while Kevin and Daniel have only one win so far for the entire 2021-22 season. Let's see if this race can change the factor of these two teams. The players are lined up and ready to go, and good luck to those two teams on the quest for victory. And let's have a Chao Race! And Kevin and Bryson are going to lead away, battling for the lead. Looks like, Kevin might have a little bit of advantage. He only had 2 wins for the entire 2021 season so far, but I do believe this is going to be his time for win number 3 of his season. Looks like Kevin and Daniel are going to get the job done here, folks. Kevin Forrester and Daniel Heenan are our winners. Well, so much for Bryson Noah's undefeated run. That's right, but they still have a fantastic season, and kudos to Kevin and Daniel on the victory. We'll be right back after this. Alright, Paul, time for race number 5. Race number 5 features Will Linkson and Chip Sube against Ramon Chante and Wesley Holmes. Will Linkson and Chip Sube currently have an impressive 4-0 record, trying desperately to get the playoffs this time, while the other team yet to get a win for the entire season. So, will Ron and Wesley finally get a win up on the board, or will Will and Chip make their way towards the playoffs after missing out last season? There's only one way to find out. This race will be held on the Pearl course. So there's a look in the lineup, and we send it down to the field. The balls are being placed on the field, and it's best of luck to these two teams on the quest for victory. Please start the race. And look at this, Will Linkson is scoring the rest. That means Ron and Wesley will have a 2-1 opening edge advantage over Chip Sube. But I do believe Chip Sube might be the stronger man out of these two. Yep, Chip Sube is making way towards finish line, and Will Linkson and Chip Sube are our winners. As number 8 will get a speed rest. So Will Linkson and Chip Sube improved to 5-0. That's right, this time they might reach the playoffs for sure. We'll soon know. Back in a bit, do not go away. Alright, we're halfway through the men's division, or we will be, right after Paul says something about race number 6, which is O.J. Upton and Ryan Questler versus Ricardo Cayman and Peter Foles for race number 6, and it will be held on the Advance course. Alright, the players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao Race! Alright, so these two teams tried desperately to extend their contract for one more year. They really need to get a move on if they want to come back next season. But right now they are making their way towards the pitches, and it looks like OG Upton and Ryan Chrysler are heading for the water, as the first superstar to get speed bus is number 2, who was leading over the 4 silver Chao in the back, and Ryan Chrysler has took a shortcut and he's gonna win this one. As number 2 takes back speed bus, you can tell he went up. For OJ Upton and Ryan Chrysler, Ryan dominating over the pack. Number 2 currently dominates over the 4 silver Chao in third place, as the next PS will be made by number 1, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. Congratulations are in order for OJ Upton and Ryan Chrysler. OJ Upton currently having a smile on his face, and Peter Foles is quarterback, so he had to settle for a loss. Oh well, it was still a fun season for Ricardo and Peter, and OJ and the others are the winners. Yep, and we'll be right back for more after this. Well, we're making in 2022, or at least we will be, once we get through this show. Right now, let's proceed to race number 7 of Week 15's Men's Division Tag Team Play. And for race number 7, we have the Cheryl Atwell, Eric Crosby, and Durant Hill. They'll be taking on Buster Jabo and Zachary Carmelo. So, off to the Sapphire, of course. And by the way, if you make any New Year's resolutions, just let us know. Right now, let's proceed to this place. Who's gonna win? We're about to find out right now. Let's rock this place! Alright, so Eric and Durant take on Buster and Zachary in this race. And it looks like Eric Crosby, he decided to go to rest. So he'll be right behind in the competition. Right now it looks like Buster Jabo has the lead, and he is going to rest. That means number 7 will have command of the lead, but it won't be too long. Durant Hill now has command of the lead, as Buster Jabo, trying to get the lead back after going to rest, will start the speed bus for this race. And the Cheryl Atwell, Eric Crosby, is getting straight in last place behind number 7 as he climbs up for dear life. And here comes Buster Jabo, making a pass from Durant Hill as he opens this one up with back-to-back spears. He got back the lead thanks to back-to-back spears. Great strategy so far for Buster Jabo. Now let's do hope he'll defend the lead this time around. As the Cheryl Atwell, Eric Crosby will get the next command spears, Buster Jabo is indeed going to hold on for the victory. Durant Hill will not be able to find a hole to get back the lead in time. As Zachary Carmelo takes the next speed bus, Buster Jabo and Zachary Carmelo prevail over Eric Crosby and Durant Hill. So now they're at 3 wins for the season. They're above 500 as of right now. Good chance they might come back next season. Yep, let's hope for the very best when they wait their cut. Coming up, we got more exciting action for you. But first, have a look at this. St. Paul, shall we simple it up race number 8 now? You got it, Brennan. Race number 8 features Al Heen Jr. and Chris Knuckles against Brave Thatcher and Sid Vision. These two teams had only 1 win so far after 4 races, so they're trying desperately to get a win up on the board for the season. Let's find out which team deserves to be a winner. Best of luck to these next 2 teams here, and please start the race. And number 1 is going to lead away for the 8 Chao, but it's not going to be for long because here comes Al Heen Jr. He's a good swimmer, alright. And now Al Heen Jr. will have command on the lead. And if no one else gets the speed bus, Al Heen Jr. is going to go to Chris Knuckles for the victory. Yes, sir. Al Heen Jr. indeed leads Chris Knuckles for the win. As number 2 will get the 1 speed bus. So Al Heen Jr. and Chris Knuckles have 2 wins. Yep, they deserve to be winners, and we'll have more exciting action after these words. So, have you made no New Year's resolution yet? Well, still to come, Austin Jenkins and Rusty Jenkinson have their New Year's resolutions already planned up. They are going to try to get the 3rd and final Tag Team of the Week honors to complete the Tag Team of the Week trilogy. We'll soon know if there will be their time later on in the show. But right now, it's time to get down to business for race number 9. And Paul, who do we have again for race number 9? Race number 9 features Joshua Samuel and Penn Jeffrey against Corey Sanchester and Michael Creighton. Corey and Michael are sitting in at the 500 mark at 2-2. The other team, Joshua Samuel and Penn Jeffrey, struggling at 1-3. Let's find out who deserves to earn a long way win to get back on track. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, please start the race. Alright, Joshua and Penn against Corey and Michael for race number 9. You know what to do on the pedal course. They push the balls on the other side. Whoever gets the finish line first is the winner. And it's going to be Penn Jeffrey over Corey Sanchester and Michael Creighton. So Joshua Samuel and Penn Jeffrey win this one. Yep, they earned the second win of the season. And this bonus time coming out did not go away. And how about race number 10? This is another crucial race here, Brandon, trying desperately to get wins on the board for the season, as race number 10 will feature Harry Horse and Tate Miller as they get ready to battle with Logan P. Sweeney and Jeff Yoden. So, the players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place! So, the current standings for these two teams as of right now, Logan P. Sweeney and Jeff Yoden have only one win, while Harry Horse and Tate Miller still searching for their first win of the season. Will it be their time? Well, it looks like Harry Horse is going to take a chance on with number 1, as number 8 will start the speed race. Number 1 should gain some early ground at number 1, and by the way we looked at it, yep, Harry Horse with Tate Miller for the victory with a shortcut. As Logan P. Sweeney will get the next command because Harry Horse paid off his shortcut gamble, and Harry and Tate Miller end the losing streak tonight. They get the first win of the 2021 season with style, and Tate Miller is surely happy with the result. He comes in second place as number 2, who desperately needs help every now and then, takes the next command because well done, Harry and Tate. You guys deserve a victory this week. Yup. Let's just say they had a fun season with that win. Coming up, there's more exciting action for you, but first have a look at this. Alright, Paul, just a couple more races left for Week 15's Tag Team Play on the Men's Mission Show. Tell us who we have next. Alright, 2 races left are in store for us. One of them for race number 11 will feature Shane Flinningham and Joe Rafferty against Larry Monroe and Yo-Yo Sills. This time it will be held on the Sapphire course. Who is going to earn a New Year's resolution? We're about to find out right now. Please start the race! And number 8 is Quarterbass, along with number 2. So these two switch out will be left behind the competition. And down goes Shane Flinningham, and he almost ran off course. Right now he has come in out of the lead, but he better watch his step next time. Joe Rafferty now too far behind second place, and down goes Shane again. Boy, Shane better watch his step for sure. Anyway, who is going to start the speed buzz? It's number 8 who went to rest at the beginning of the race. Now he will move up a couple places thanks to that speed buzz. And right now Joe Rafferty is catching up to a leader, Shane Flinningham. And Shane is going to rest. But not for long. He takes speed buzz number 2 and he keeps control of the lead. Right now Joe Rafferty is going to rest, but he is going to chew on Shane Flinningham as he pushes home stretch. And now Larry Monroe is quarterback. So that means he'll have to drop down a couple places due to that nap. As the next PS we made by number 2. And that should move up a couple places that time. Shane Flinningham has this race all out the ladies and gentlemen. As number 7 takes the next PMS, you get time one up for Shane Flinningham and Joe Rafferty. They have 3 wins for the season. And they might be able to come back next season. We'll soon know. Numbers 1 and 2 are fighting for DY behind number 7 as we close out the race. So, congratulations to Shane and Joe on the 5 victory. Yep, the main event is on its way, but first let's hear a word from this. Well, Paul, this is probably going to be the last tag team main event of the season. And I know it's been an exciting season so far for all 24 tag teams. Now it's time to find out the moment of truth as we present Week 15's main event. And for Week 15's main event, Brandon, we have our two-time returning champions, Ozzy Jenkins and Rusty Jackson, and the challengers are Steve Robinson and Bruno Alonso for this week. And this week's main event is presented by Planet Fitness. No matter what New Year's resolution you're planning for 2022, make sure you do a good one with Planet Fitness, the judgment-free zone. So it's all to the end, of course we go. The two teams currently sit at 3-1. They had a solid season so far, but only one of them will improve to 4-1 tonight and probably have a spot in the playoffs if they have enough efforts. Let's find out who deserves to earn one last hope in the playoffs. Best luck to these two teams. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao Race! And there goes Ozzy Jenkins, trying to lead Rusty Jackson to a turn number 5 main event victory. He is off to an excellent start. He's going to eat the food, and he's dancing to the beat. But in a moment, he'll be off and running again. And there he goes. And actually, he is going to rest. But he'll definitely be off and running soon enough. And there he goes. He's off and running again. As the first superstar to get his beat first is Rusty Jackson, his partner. Rusty is chewing on Ozzy, trying to get the third and final tag team of the week honors to complete the trilogy. And number 1 is going to lead number 8 in the dust. He is going to be heading for the wire here, folks. As the superstar to get speed race number 2 is Bruno Alonso, who's trying to catch up with the crowd in a hurry. Right now, Ozzy Jenkins has the lead over Steve Robinson. In a moment, he should have a little bit more ground because he is the fastest runner of this half of the season. As the next BS will be made by number 8. As we pass the 1 minute mark, he desperately needs help. I think he needs a lot more help than that. Will he? We'll find out soon enough. Meanwhile, numbers 1 and 2 are also getting up behind the competition. They're battling for 6th place. Who is going to get a chance to gain some ground with next BMS? It's number 1. Meanwhile, Ozzy Jenkins trying to complete the tag team of the week trilogy for Rusty Jackson. He has reached the top of the wall. I do believe they're going to win this one easily once again. Next PS belongs to number 7. He leads over the 4th to a chat with 5th place in the back. Poor number 8, meanwhile, is still all alone in last place. I do believe it's time for number 8 to get a couple more spears to get back in this one. But let's head back to number 7. And he can forget about going to rest, and he dominates over the 4th to a Chao easily as Ozzy Jenkins gets the job done again. Ozzy Jenkins and Rusty Jackson win Week 15's main event. And Rusty Jackson is showing happy to win resolve. He gets his second speed buzz. Number 8 has no hope for surviving whatsoever. So for the third and final time in a row, Ozzy Jenkins and Rusty Jackson are your tag team of the week. That's right, they might have enough effort to reach the playoffs. We'll soon know. Back in the mid, do not go away.